Hello dear partners, my name is Katerina Neika. I'm a project manager in NGO Agricola, Ukraine. I want to welcome you on our webinar called Process Eco-Innovation, which was developed in the framework of the project Efeb network. In my presentation, I will speak about the following topics: process innovation. I will speak what means eco-innovation process, types of eco-innovation and its benefits. The next topic is waste sorting and waste management. We will speak about experience of European Union countries, and we will speak about types of waste sorting. The next topic is energy efficiency and renewable energy generation. I will speak about the sources of renewable energy and benefits of renewable energy. And of course, we will see the example of the Caring Group, example of their sustainable supply chain management. Process eco-innovation. Eco-innovation is some new or significantly improved product. It can be a good or service, some organizational change, marketing solution, process which helps to reduce the use of natural resources, including energy, water, land, some materials, and of course it helps to decrease the release of harmful substances across the whole life cycle. One focus of eco-innovation is new technologies, but creating new services and introducing organizational changes are just also very important. And its core, eco-innovation, is about creating business models that are both competitive and respect the environment by reducing resource intensity of products and services. And examples of eco-innovation process you see on the slide. It's divided on 3 types. For instance, in industry, it can be separation processes such as distillation, membrane. In construction, it can be earth sheltering, daylighting, local heat generation and cooling. And in agriculture, it can be low protein food production and organic farming, and many others. Why eco-innovation? Its benefits in economy. It saves materials and energy costs. It gives new products and services which can help to get on the new markets, new business models, development of new business models, environment. It's sustainable management of natural resources, tackling climate change, and it improves biodiversity and ecosystems. Society, enhancing quality of life. It helps to create new and sustainable jobs. In politics, material security and resource justice. Waste sorting and waste management. Waste sorting is process by which waste is separated into different elements, and waste sorting can be of 3 types. The first one is decentralized. For instance, it can be bin collecting, it's individual collection of recyclable materials, submitting recyclable materials to reception centers. The next one type is centralized. It can be mechanical sorting by some machines, manual sorting, and of course mixed sorting. It's mechanical and manual combined. And of course mixed type is together, decentralized and centralized. Home sorting. The easiest way to reduce the cost of waste sorting is to start it at home and put it separately into specialized bins. Of course, it's very important monitoring and assessing waste. Waste minimization is not just about reducing materials. It involves an examination of energy, emissions, and effort needed to recycle or reuse the waste. Another way to reduce waste is reuse. For instance, many people in Europe, they use baskets for markets and cotton bags for supermarkets every time they go shopping, instead of using the plastic carry bags which are provided by the store. Returnable product options and refill packs, they are also very popular. For example, egg cartons can be reused and beverage bottles, they can be refilled at the shop. Offering free bags at the supermarket outlets, it turns into a very active environmental pollutant. In Europe, it operates an extended producer responsibility, which are the main pollutants, and they pay for the collection and transportation of its large paper, plastic, glass, or metal packaging to the place of utilization, some sorting line. Now we will see the European Union approach in waste management. This approach is based on the waste hierarchy, its prevention, reuse, recycling, recovery, and disposal of waste. Disposals includes landfilling and incineration without energy recovery. Waste management in European Union. Here on this slide you can see some statistic. 16 tons of material per person per year is used in European Union countries. 6 tons of which become waste. In 2010, total waste production in the European Union reached 2.5 billion tons. And from this total, 36% of waste it was recycled, 64% was landfilled or burned, of which 24%, it's about 600 million tons, it could be recycled or reused. Each person in Europe is currently producing on average half a ton of household waste, and only 40% of it reused or recycled. In some countries, more than 80% household waste goes to landfill. And now I will speak about experience of some other countries. The first will be Germany, because it's one of the Europe's leaders in waste sorting. In their policy, they use separation of paper and glass from plastic and food. They sort bottles and jars by color. They separate paper tissues from magazines and newspapers and rinse cans before throwing them away. It exists such a program as Green Dot, and if a person buys a product with a green dot on it, it means that manufacturer helps and assists in financing the recycling of the packaging. For instance, in Austria, since 2009, it is banned the use of any plastic bags in supermarkets, and the main focus is also on prevention of waste. In England, such a famous store chain as Marks and Spencer, they stopped issuing free packages. and money which they received then they used to sell these packages, they transfer on the creation of new urban parks and gardens. And now I want to speak about experience of Ukraine in this field, in the field of waste management. Now we have about 30 plants for waste sorting, but unfortunately they have no technologies for utilization, and it's quite a big problem. But now Ukraine is on a way for improving the situation, and we have a project. It started 1 year ago, called Ukraine Without Garbage. In the framework of the project was developed a special container. It was designed to collect mercury thermometers, energy efficient light bulbs and batteries, and the first container was installed in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, and now it started to be installed in other cities of Ukraine. And our company Agricola, in our office we have a special box for batteries collection, and we give advertisement and we ask people to take their batteries, used batteries, and bring to our office. And after that, when we have a full box of these batteries, we send them to another city, Lvov, for utilization. So we can be a little bit proud of this experience, because we have a small part of our job is to make our environment cleaner. Circular economy, it's industrial economy that is producing no waste and pollution by design or intention, and in which material flows they're divided into two types. The first one is biological nutrients, which is designed to re-enter the biosphere safely, and the second one is technical nutrients. They're designed to circulate at high quality in the production system without entering the biosphere, as well as being restorative and regenerative by its design. Turning waste into a resource is one key to a circular economy, and the objectives and targets set in European legislation, they have been key drivers to improve waste management, stimulate innovation in recycling, limit the use of landfilling, and create incentives to change consumer behavior. If we remanufacture, reuse, and recycle, and if one industry's waste become another raw material, we can move to a circular economy. Their waste is eliminated, and the resources they're used in an efficient and sustainable way. European Union 7 Environmental Action Programme. It sets the following priority objectives for waste policy in European Union. First one is reduce the amount of waste generated. The next one is maximize recycling and reuse. It also aimed to limit incineration to non-recyclable materials, to phase out landfilling to non-recyclable and non-recoverable waste, and to ensure a full implementation of the waste policy targets in the member states. Why do we need to reduce waste in Smith? Reducing waste helps to save costs of raw materials, transport, storage, management, etc. over relatively short time periods and which generally low risk investments. Creates a socially responsible image of the company. Conducting audits of material use and waste streams will help your business to cut waste and inefficiencies and gain savings. Selecting materials with high recycling content can minimize your costs for waste disposal. Ensuring proper handling and storage may help you to avoid breakages and loss. And establishing supplier take-back schemes could be a way for you to source used materials for remanufacturing. Energy efficiency and renewable energy generation. What means energy efficiency? Energy efficiency, it means delivering more services for the same energy input or delivering the same service for less energy input. We can track the energy efficiency in the main three fields. It's building, industry, and transport. In building, for instance, new construction, they are much easier to make energy efficient with efficiency and life cycle performance taken account of during the design and construction phase. New buildings, they can integrate energy efficiency measures and renewable energy concurrently. For example, then you're planning a new construction, there should be respect positioning for optimal use of natural resources. It can be geothermal heating, solar exposure, with inclusion of efficiency measures. In industry, it remains a large consumer of energy, and changes must be made not only at individual factory level but also across the entire value chains. For the average manufacturing company, energy represents around 10-15% of its total costs, and energy savings, they can be achieved through the reduction of material use. Energy efficiency measures, they require upfront investments. Once they are repaid, they lead to profits from the measures and increased competitiveness. As a start point, energy audits can be performed and highlighting their energy is most used and wasted. The recommendation can be made on investments, improve efficiency. And of course, more complex analysis can be performed to understand energy and resource use across value chains, requiring larger investments and greater coordination, but with larger savings overall. And the last one is transport. After buildings, transport is the second largest energy using sector, with about 32% share of final energy consumption. And energy efficiency of vehicles, it has to be improved significantly. Efficiency can be partly improved by changing user behavior, but more can be achieved at manufacturing level by setting targets for fuel efficiency. As transport relies on oil and oil products, for 96% of its energy needs, it is by far the most fossil fuel reliant sector, and a move to a non-fossil fuel transportation is needed. Energy efficiency provides the most immediate opportunity for change. Energy efficiency, the European Union um, has a resource efficiency flagship initiative and energy efficiency plan, which could lead to savings of around €1,000 per household every year. You can help to create up 2 million jobs, and you reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 740 million tons. Renewable energy. It's energy that is collected from resources which are naturally replenished on human timescale. It can be sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, geothermal heat. For instance, biomass, it's a very flexible energy source. It can be transformed into heat, electricity, liquid fuels, and biogas, and depends on how it is converted and what form of biomass is used. Small hydropower plants, they have been developed to respect natural water habitats and have a very limited environmental impact compared to large hydropower plants that require dam construction. Small hydropower, they are very cost effective as plants have a long lifespan with low cost maintenance. Wind power is the fastest growing electricity generation technology, and in locations with good condition it is very cost competitive. And Europe is the front runner in the technology, with growth largely driven by feed-in tariffs and the intermittency of wind and grid connection issues. They require good planning and management. And of course, solar energy. The production of electricity from solar power can be achieved through the use of photovoltaics and concentrated solar power. Um, and concentrated solar power, in comparison, is not suitable for many Central European regions um, because they can be dependent on direct sunlight. Advantages of renewable energy sources. Renewable energy can provide a wide range of advantages for regions that invest in them. The first one is improvement of environment locally through clean air or through accompanying resource management. Reduce carbon emissions, which are responsible for climate change. Renewable energy technologies, they can be decentralized, and many regions can benefit from investments and the creation of jobs that are not threatened by globalization. Renewable energy increase the security of supply, as the resources, they are indigenous. And renewable generated energy, it don't need to be transported far to its end users, reducing logistics costs and improving efficiency. The Europe 2020 strategy targets on climate change and energy, sets three objectives for climate and energy policy which should be reached by 2020. It's reducing greenhouse emissions by at least 20% compared with 1990 levels, increasing the share of renewable energy in final energy consumption to 20%, moving towards a 20% increase in energy efficiency. So this strategy points that the European Union is committed to taking a decision to move to 30% reduction by 2020 compared to 1990 levels. The 2012 European Union Energy Efficiency Directive it requires member states to lead the way with energy efficiency through public procurement, energy utilized to encourage users to cut their consumptions, and launch companies to perform energy audits every 3 years. And consumer information must be also improved with clearer metering and billing information. Now we will speak about the EU funding instruments supporting renewable energy and energy efficiency. The first one is Horizon 2020. It's new European framework program for research and innovation for the period 2014-2020. This major European funding instruments support basic research, strategic and applied research, demonstration projects, and close-to-market activities such as piloting, prototyping, and testing. And the third pillar of Horizon 2020, called societal challenges, is particularly relevant for renewable energy and energy efficiency, and it will support the development of new and innovative solutions for secure, clean and efficient energy, smart, green and integrated transport, and climate action, resource efficiency and raw materials. Intelligent Energy Euro program, it has also been integrated in the Horizon 2020 societal challenges, and it will continue to focus on the removal of non-technical barriers by providing awareness and information capacity building, support to energy agencies, financing instruments for renewables, and of course energy efficiency and first market introduction projects. The European structural and investment funds, they have earmarked significant amounts for large-scale energetic renovation of existing buildings and the development of renewable energy infrastructures such as wind parks and in the eligible regions. The European Social Fund, it promotes employment, social inclusion and education, which can be useful for regions wishing to fund in vocational energy training. And the final is the Cohesion Fund. It supports trans-European transport networks and projects which can benefit the environment in terms of energy efficiency and renewable energy use. Sustainable supply chain management. In this topic we will also see example of the current group. What means sustainable supply management? It's management of flow of goods and services. It includes the movement and storage of raw materials, work in process, inventory, and finished goods from point of origin to point of consumption. Sustainable supply chain management. Example of the current group. Current group is a world leader in apparel and accessories, and develops a powerful luxury and sport lifestyle brands such as Gucci, Bottega Veneta, Brioni, Sergio Rossi, Puma, and many others. Uh, Kering Group developed environmental profit and loss account. It's innovative form of natural capital accounting that measures the impact of activities of the Kering Group across entire supply chain from farms to finished products. And this environmental profit and loss account, it was developed by the Kering Group itself. Uh, in this account, changes of environmental impacts are measured through greenhouse gas emissions, water use, water and air pollution, waste production, and land use changes. It's linked to Kering operations, retail, transport, offices, as well as those of its suppliers from raw materials through to manufacturing. Current achievements in sustainable supply management. Across its supply chains, the company managed to reduce carbon emissions by 11%, decrease its waste output by 16%, and cut its water usage by 19%. It has developed a progress on waste. It includes no a so-called no box policy, which swapped its primary shipment packaging for bags and suitcases from cartons to recyclable bags. The group has rolled out the LED lights in its stores and installed energy monitoring system at nearly 500 of its. It created a Kering Materials Innovation Lab with comprehensive library of sustainable materials and team of technical experts. Also, Kering tried to evaluate their key suppliers in terms of social and environmental principles at least once every 2 years, and company since then they performed 6,000 supplier audits, which according to the company covers most of its direct and indirect suppliers. Its development of heavy metal free tanning processing solution as a first in the luxury sector. Also, Kering launched a Clean by Design program for the best practices in textile mills focused on improving the efficiency, decrease the environmental impact of Kering mills by reducing water and energy use. And now a small chrome-free leather tanning case study from Bottega Veneta. It's an Italian luxury good house known for its leather goods, and it was founded in 1966, and it's a part of Kering Group. Now Bottega Veneta is the forefront of pioneering method creating luxury leather goods that are respectful of the environment. Uh, Leather is one of the biggest raw materials contributor to the greenhouse gas emission in the current supply chain, which were revealed by the accounting program which we spoke about one slide before. In part, this is down to conventional leather tanning methods during processing. Action which were taken by Kering Group, they developed innovative metal-free and chrome-free tanning methods and achieved results. Bottega Veneta has purchased more than 54,000 square meters of chrome-free leather to create its leather good collection, significantly reducing water and energy use in the process. Uh, Dear partners, thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, please contact us by email and we will be very happy to answer all your questions. Thank you very much, and we hope that this module, this webinar was very useful for you. And see you soon during our next module. Thank you again. Bye bye.